And now it's time for a skills test with a celebrity guest.
And now let's welcome real-life deceased tennis player Helen Jacobs. Helen, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So just to be clear, Helen, all you're doing is kicking the ball over the posts. Nice and easy, no messing about.
Alrighty then.
Go, go, go.
Hello and welcome back to Rugby This Evening. Las bromitas sobre la mesa son tan difíciles de pensar, por lo tanto podría comenzar a decir estas palabras en varios idiomas. Today, of course, was a day we've all been waiting for. It's the Wednesday of the gods. It's a three-game Wednesday. Let's have a celebration about the three-game Wednesday. Yeah! So, 3 games today on a 3-game Wednesday. First up, in Pool C for Cabbage, Argentina versus the USA. Both have been knocked out. Argentina for the first time before the quarter-finals since 2003. It also means the Pumas have failed to make the quarters for only the second time since the game turned pro. They'll be looking to hammer the Americans out of anger and spite. Next up, Scotland versus Russia in Pool A for Scotland wanted to pile on the points before their crucial decider against the Japanese on Sunday, and by which I mean score 4 tries and get a bonus point, because if they did that, then their fate would be in their own hands, which is how they like their fate. Just here. Then, Fiji versus Wales for the third game of the 3-game Wednesday. Wales are as good as through to the quarter-finals, but they will know that they will need to win every single game, statistically at least. That is how world champions are made. So, let's see them now in a full 80 minutes in 80 seconds.
80 minutes in 80 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's 80 minutes and 80 seconds. 3 games today on this 3-game Wednesday. Argentina, United States, Russia, Scotland, Fiji, Wales. Behold, the only pool not represented is Pool B, for believe in life after love, after love, after love, after love. I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think I'm strong enough. No. And we're underway. Fiji have scored the first try, failed to convert as ever. But they're final up and yellow card for Wales as well. Ken Owens tried to flip a man. It didn't pay off. And it's another try for Fiji. Gosh, 10-0. Another miss. They can't kick though. And it's a yellow for Fiji for being naughty, I'd assume. Scotland have scored. They're on the board and they've converted it. That's converted for the Fijian fans amongst you. 7-0 against Russia. Josh Adams has scored for Wales. They're back to 15 and converted it, and it's 7-10 there. Hastings has scored and converted another. He scored all 14 points as Scotland lead. Argentina are off the mark against the USA. Sanchez scoring and converting. He obviously hasn't been in favour for the Argentinian team, and Scotland, they're flying. They really are. 21-0 already. 3 converted tries. Tucalet hasn't been in favour either for the Argentinians, so the 2 non-favoured legends really proving a point now. They lead 14-0. It's another yellow card for Fiji. That's not great. And another try for Josh Adams. Josh Adams scoring a second of the day. They lead 14-10 to Wales against Fiji. Still no more from Scotland though. They've gone a bit quiet. Tucalet scored a second. And it's a misconversion, but Argentina lead 19 points to 3. Scully scored for the Americans just before half-time. It's a misconversion from McGinty, but still, America, they're on the board. 5 points to 19 in that game then. Gosh, half-time. What an exciting few minutes, I suppose. It's close in Wales versus Fiji. A lot to talk about there. Scotland, they'll be hoping to get their 4th try soon. Argentina, you know, no real motivation apart from sweet, sweet victory. And they're back into it. And it's another try for Argentina. That's their 4th. That's their bonus point. It's Magia who scored, and it's converted by Sanchez. And it's another one for Magia. That's 2 for him. He's had a wonderful game at centre today. And 33-5 is the score to Argentina. Scotland have their bonus point through Horn. He scored. 28-0 they lead. Full marks for the converting from Adam Hastings. 4 out of 4, showing the Fijians how it's done. In the Fiji game, Wales have suffered another yellow card. And it's a penalty try. Penalty try for Fiji. They take a lead. It's 17-14. Scotland score again. It's 35-0 there, but back to the Wales-Fiji match. Patchell's come on to replace Bigger. He's slotted a penalty, so it's 17 all. Wales still down to just 14 men. Scotland score again. Argentina score again through De La Fuente. And Adams has scored. That's his hat-trick for Josh Adams. 22-17. They lead after the misconversion. Tries more for Scotland and Argentina. It's 40 points to 12 to the Argentinians, 47 points to 0 to Scotland. But there's all sorts of interest for the Wales-Fiji game. There's only 5 points in it. There was only 5 points in it. Liam Williams has scored for Wales with only about 10 minutes to go. 29-17. Surely that's the Fijians put to bed now. They were spirited, but not quite enough. It's another try for the Argentinians. Adapijeta comes on to convert. They have a sizable lead. Scotland hit 50. Barkley just strolls through the Russian defence, and another try for Scotland, McAnally, and that makes it 61-0 as 80-minute goes. And that's nice. America have a final consolation. Scully scoring a second try of the day. It's a misconversion from the replacement kicker Will Hooley, but they've scored 17 points, 3 tries for the day. So then, Wales held on to that lead, 12 points in it, 29-17. Fiji, well, more on them later. Scotland thrashed Russia to set up that pool decider against Japan on Sunday. This has been 80 minutes in 80 seconds.
80 minutes in 80 seconds.
There we go then, 3 bonus point wins out of 3 for the Tier 1 nations. Wales face Uruguay next, probably maintaining their 100% winning record in their pool for the first time since 1987. They did have a large break before this match against Fiji, but it didn't seem to help much. Fiji pushed them very hard, could have got the victory, definitely deserved better than a 12-point loss. However, they paid the price for poor place kicking once again. Ben Volavola missed the first 2 conversions, that would have made it 14-0. He also never took the option to kick for posts, so Wales could have committed any atrocities in their own half and wouldn't have paid the 3-point sacrifice. Similarly, against Uruguay, did this cost the Fijians the match? Maybe. However, Fiji, very entertaining to watch, of course, relentlessly temperamental, massively talented, and they make you pull your hair out. Let's see their pool now. Wales then, unbeaten still in Pool D. They'll take top spot and face the loser of England versus France on Saturday. Fiji go home with their 3rd place in the pool, thus qualifying for 2023. We say goodbye to Argentina, 2 wins, 2 losses, ultimately a disappointing campaign for them. But of course they still qualify for the next World Cup. We'll see them in France, if not before. We will see them before. And for Scotland, well, all sorts of permutations await them on Sunday against Japan. They need to win for sure, be it by more than 7 or by scoring 4 tries and keeping the Japanese to 3 at most. But we'll look into that later in the week. Good. But also not good, because in the last week we have had 0 dropped goal. This is a very worrying trend, and has caused me to have severe depression. My shrink said I'd have to pay for another hour, so I decided to get a real expert in. Here to comment is a man I can trust, Garces Garces.
Oh, compost? Oh, hello there. It is I, Dr. Garces Garces, talking to you once again about rugby. Today, I am focusing on the rugby drop goal and how it can benefit you in your daily life. Take some examples now. Had a bad day? I prescribe 1 drop goal. Ha! You're cured! Drop goal, huh? Oh, what else is going on? You've eaten something funny? I prescribe 1 more drop goal. You're cured again. Oh, what else? You are having trouble with your girlfriend? Drop goal. You're cured. Okay. So, let's see some more examples for some more extreme measures and how drop goals can help you. Broken leg? Drop goal. Cured. Moving house? Drop goal. Cured. Money problems? Drop goal. Cured. Yeah. I guess it. And who knows why we love the drop goal so? Who knows why it has such a profound impact into our lives? But why? Why do people not drop goal more often? Well, maybe they just don't like love. Let's see some more examples of how can drop goal affect you and help you in your daily life.
No fielding, said the N-word. Drop goal, cured.
Stuck doing a television show when you're actually a rugby expert? Drop goal, cured. Overwhelming pressure of the climate catastrophe? Drop goal, cured. So, whatever your ailment, I prescribe you one dropped goal. This has been me, Garces Garces. That is Dr. Garces Garces to you, giving you a happy drop goal. And now, if you are still feeling blue, I do a drop goal for you now, in flip-flops and strappy socks, you know, for comedy. Here we go, Johnny. I feel better, and you're cured. You're welcome. You're cured. Grazie.
Thank you, Dr. Garces. You're the light of my life. Keep shining. Predictions now. Today, Head got 3 out of 3, and 100% of you agreed? Wow. Head moves on to 29, then Heart only on to 23, after saying that Fiji would beat Wales. Very close, not quite there. Tomorrow is nothing. It's a day off. Another day off, another day off. However, we'll be back on Friday for Australia versus Georgia. Bit of a dead rubber, but Head and Heart going for Australia there. You can vote too. Who's going to win? Have a poll, Australia or Georgia. You decide. Join us then for the final weekend of Pool Phase 2019. There'll be silly Georgian names, Helen taking silly skills tests, and Bear Grylls being very serious of how to look after a ball and survive in the wild. See you then. Cheerio. I've never done this with my face before. Jesus. Was that a smile? Don't like it. Don't like smiling. It's horrible. Subscribe. There. Watch more videos there. Watch the latest one there.